Hello, welcome to Saturday Show today. I just thought I'd come back with another podcast to cater for Patrick's Day and all the other thing. I was just going to report on the news. Yesterday's show was, I had a bit about Donald Trump, what I really thought about him, but I'm not going to go through that again. I give you everything there in that episode, the last episode, and I was just going to go through the Irish Independent News now on the Saturday Show. Just says John O'Shea looks to old hands, Robert Brady and Brian Kerr to guide kids through rough patch. This article then, there was a discussion there just about the Irish team. As a player, international football was a breeze for John O'Shea. Play for his club on a Saturday, pack a bag, catch a flight to Dublin. O'Shea's Ireland interim managed for a two-game series which starts tomorrow week against the fourth best side in the world. Had a taste of what the new job entails last weekend when he assembled his background team of Brian Kerr, Glenn Whelan and Paddy McCarthy. Just well like to wish him luck anyway on this role. It's one of the toughest jobs in the game, as I was saying there. And then just as I was saying there, news came up about Donald Trump on the Irish Independent News. It just says, Judge delays Donald Trump hush money criminal. More about his shenanigans there. A judge on Friday delayed former US President Donald Trump hush money criminal trial until at least mid-April after his lawyers said that they needed more time to shift through evidence they only recently obtained. Judge June Manuel Mericon agreed to a 30-day postponement and scheduled a hearing for March the 25th to address questions about the evidence dump. The trial had been due to start on March the 25th. It is among 4 criminal indictments against Mr. Trump. The presumption 224 Republican president nomination. Mr. Trump's lawyer wanted a 90-day delay, which would have pushed the start of the trial into the early summer. Actually, there is a case that if he does get the presidency, he'd be doing it behind criminal bars. In my view, is that what people are voting for? It looks that way to me. Friday night lights shine brightest for Kildare as Jack Churn fires pivotal goal past Carlo. More about that match. And then there's a bit about Mr. Biden meeting Leo Varadkar. It just says, Taoiseach did not ask Joe Biden to stop providing military support to Israel, despite calls from Mary Robinson. I saw that on the news. Mary Robinson the Taoiseach said he did not ask US President Joe Biden to stop. Leo Varadkar said President Biden made it very clear that the US will continue to provide military support to Israel. It was fairly clear that the US would continue to support Israel to defend itself. So I don't think that's going to change, but I think none of us like to see American weapons being used the way they are, he said. There is a difference. So there's clearly a difference of opinion there in the way it's portrayed on the news here. And then more about the monster guarder who subjected ex-wife and stepsons to 12-year-old reign of terror, jailed for 6 years. I was just looking at that. That news report was on the RTE News, and it makes terrible thing. It's very sad when you see something like that happening, and then that's then, and a very cherry on an already beautiful cake. Gold champion, Gold Cup winners joy as Irish trainers dominate Cheltenham. It was that was on the Golden Cup. It just says Audrey Torley, the owner of Cheltenham Gold Cup winner, Galopin Des Champ, described her horse victory yesterday as a very nice cherry on an already beautiful cake. So that was then more about the race there, which I'm sure a lot of people had tips on. I didn't know back on myself, but there's a lot of people there. And then on the RTE News, I just scroll there to see what's the latest on the RTE News, which it just says more about Mr. Biden and Mr. Taoiseach Biden made clear US to continue Israel support, and it shows you him giving them a. And then Mary Robinson stopped the money, she said, Robinson, on US support for Israel. And more about that then on the news, as I was saying. A woman critical after car overturns near River Cork, another accident. And I see H&M, it's about Cleary's. HSM, the first retail shop was opened at Cleary's Court on O'Connell Street. For the first time in nearly 10 years, people have been shopping in the building that once housed the famous Cleary's department store. I was in it myself. It used to have a little sweet shop actually there. You could go in and get a few sweets, and upstairs then there was coffee shops, so it was a nice shop then. That's gone back a good bit since it was already there. So he said the project to bring the Cleary's building back was like a phoenix rising from the ashes. It was a big thing that it opened again. And then more what is known so far in push for Gaza. Palestinian militant group Hamas has submitted a proposal for new 6-week truce in Gaza to be followed by a durable ceasefire, Hamas official has told the AFP news agency. And Six Nations, Ireland versus Scotland. It's just a preview there of the match. That's on at 4:45, I think, tomorrow. I hope Ireland win anyway. It goes, I'm not sure. I think if Ireland win, they'll win it on points. Now, I was just going to go through the matches there tonight. There was quite a few matches. The League of Ireland matches. I was just going to go through the results. There was quite a few matches, and the table, Shelbourne are still leading on front with 16 points. Derry City 11. That's after today's match, I think. Waterford Football Club 8 and Galway United 7. So to Galway United 4. So the matches then just tonight were Bohemians 2, Derry City 1, Dundalk 0, Waterford Football Club 0, and Galway United 0, Shamrock Rovers 1. So Shamrock Rovers 1 there. And St. Patrick's Athletic 1, Shelbourne 2. And first division roundup, Cork 2 good for Bray. Bray were beaten there. Cork City 2, Bray 1 0. And that was the score then. And then the other scores, UCD 3, Athlone Town 0. And Wexford 1, Finn Harps 2, and that was the score. And Kerry 1, Cove Ramblers 1. So that was the score then. And I must look up the table there. I'm not sure. The table is probably on all right. First division. The table then as follows. Cork City are in front with 13 points. Trinity United 10. Finn Harps 10. UCD 6. Cove Ramblers 5. Athlone Town 5 and Bray down to 7 on the group 4, so they have a lot of work to do, and that's the main thing, the matches stand that's on that. And then the English Premier League, which I normally do every night. I normally give you a preview there of what's going to happen then. And then the fixtures, I was getting the results then. These are the 13th of March. That's the last ones that I played. So I'm not sure the fixtures that are coming up. Tomorrow, Burnley, Brentford, that's on at 3 o'clock. Luton Town versus Nottingham Forest. That's, what time is that on now? That's on at 3 o'clock. And then Fulham versus Tottenham Hotspurs at 5:30. And then there's matches on Sunday, St. Patrick's Day. It's West Ham United versus Aston Villa, and that's on at 2 o'clock. So they're the matches. And I was just going to go through the table then. I think Arsenal are out in front with 64. They're leading as well on goal difference. Liverpool 64 as well. And Manchester City 63. And Aston Villa 55, Tottenham Hotspur 53, and Man United then down to 6 with 47 points. So it's all to play for in the Premier League, and as I was saying there, it'd be interesting to see then at the end of the day what's it gonna turn out to be, and that's the main thing really. See what it's gonna do. And then the entertainment news, Jason Smith on Dancing Dancing with the Stars. It's really been a journey. He said he's really liked it, and it's and then Irish a series made for global audience. That's Carlick Honest, based on Leprechauns, I think, and that's the and Justin Timberlake. I see released zombie inspired music video, and then that's the main news then on that. And then I was just going to give you the Gaelic matches. There's a lot of Gaelic matches as well on tomorrow. There's hurling and the main matches then. Fixtures. There was a match on today, Kildare and Carlow. I think Kildare won that. That was played early on. And Division 1A, this is on Saturday, Waterford versus Kilkenny, and that's Walsh Park at 3. Offaly versus Clare, that's on board 3 o'clock. And Wexford versus Cork, Chadwick Wexford Park 3. And then 1B, Galway versus Limerick, Pearse Stadium at 1:15. Antrim versus Tipperary, Corrigan Park, 3 o'clock. And Dublin versus Westmeath, Parnell Park at 3. And then 2A, Down versus Meath, McKenna Park. Laois versus Kerry, Laois, O'Moore Park. And then 3A, Armagh versus Louth, Cavan versus Monaghan, and Sligo versus Mayo, and that's in 3A. 3B, Fermanagh versus Longford, and Warwickshire versus Lancashire. And then there's matches on, I think it's Sunday the way it's marked here. Well, it must be the next week. Derry versus Roscommon on Beg. Donegal versus London out Donna Park, and Tyrone versus Wicklow, that's on in Dungannon at 1 o'clock. That's probably why that's on Sunday, according to this. Must be next week Sunday, or just, I'm not sure. And then, as saying, there's football matches. They're the hurling matches. There's football matches as well, and Wicklow are playing Limerick, as I was saying. That's the main score there, and that. Which, and I'm not sure then who's playing in the other matches. The Football League then, it's today's matches. London versus Waterford, that's the main match, Division 4. Meath versus Cork, Division 2, that's the match then that's on tomorrow. Louth versus Fermanagh, Division 2, that's at 2 o'clock. And Sligo versus Offaly, that's another one at 2:30, and that's Division 3. And then Wicklow's match, that's in Auckland at 3 o'clock, Wicklow and Limerick. Longford and Carlow, that's at 3 o'clock in Pearse Park. And Galway versus Dublin, Pearse Stadium, that's on 3:15. I'll be interested to see how that goes. And Clare, Division 3, but Clare and Antrim with Cusack Park. And Laois and Leitrim, that's a big match, that's on in Division 4, and that's on its 4:15 in Laois Park. So, and I'm Marvis Cavan, that's Division 2, and that's Athletic Park. Kildare and Donegal, and that's a big one, that's in Cullen Park. And then Tipperary and Wexford, that's in St. Patrick's Park and Enniscorthy, 30 in Division 4. And Tyrone and Monaghan, Division 1, and that's the other match. And then there's matches on Sunday. It's on Patrick's Day, I think. Roscommon and Kerry, that's on at Hyde Park. Westmeath and Down and Cusack Park, that's on at 2. And then Mayo versus Derry, and that's the matches then. That's interesting in the matches. Now, I don't think there is any club matches there tomorrow. I'm not sure. But if there is, you could let me know. I'm not sure whether there is actually. But I'm well into this podcast now. So I just tried to come back with another one to see what the news is. I went through the Gaelic, I went to the other matches. I didn't give any predictions on it. It's hard to find a pick-up thing. I was just going to go down to the Hoganstand website and see what this says. It just says late Alice League fixtures change. That was the match that was played later on. I'm not sure they changed the fixture. And then I think he's scratching his head a small bit. This story is about Henry Shefflin. Jackie Tyrrell says Shefflin needs to win something with Galway this year. Shefflin is in his third year. I think he's scratching his head a small bit, Tyrrell said at the former Kilkenny mate on the GA podcast. They gave verdicts on the podcast there tonight, and as I was saying there, it's Patrick's Day on Sunday. I wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day. All the parades. I think the Dublin parade is on at 12 o'clock. The parade is on at 2. They're on at different times. And the different groups, the different people that will be in it. Greystone's parade is at 12 o'clock. And all the different parades. It's a good day. And I was saying, bacon and cabbage day. If you like bacon and cabbage, that will be the main thing. I went to the league matches. I went to the other matches. Sports is a big thing on Patrick's Day. There used to be club matches on, but that's long ago. A lot of people like to go to the club matches, but it's gone a good while, and that's really all the news I have for you today. Unless I was just going to go look at Sky News. Actually, I'm afraid to look at Sky News to see, because I know who the man that'll be on it. I see Mr. Putin has threatened the European nations with a war. There's no surprise really there. It just says more about Abbott hits out a level of racism still in Britain as MP is cheered by supporters at rally. She's saying racism is as bad as ever, she's saying basically. And Lawrence Fox called Piper's co-parent who claims outright lie, as he says. And 33% pay rise for FIFA boss who told women they must force changes. Amid calls for equal pay. And Putin rages as cross-border strikes target Russian cities and fire attacks. Protest hits election voting stations. I see some people against Putin going again. I can't believe he's going again. The terrorist, the gangster, who's causing all these people in Ukraine. He's causing this war, as I was saying there. He's a blackguard as well. He's the most dangerous man on the planet, someone has said. And Putin rages as cross-border strike target Russian cities, as I said. Difference still remain in Israel-Hamas ceasefire talks, but the gap is narrowing. And Putin's power, why Russians' election matters. It's very bad that they're going to vote for Mr. Putin again, as I was saying. He is a really bad apple, in my view. And then science and tech. AI more likely to recommend death sentence when reading African American readings. So that's what it's saying there. And then McDonald's apologizes after IT outrage shuts restaurants worldwide, but rules out cyber security attack. And TikTok CEO appeals to users directly to oppose potential US ban. And then that's the entertainment and arts. It just says Carla Delevingne speaks out after Hollywood's mansion extensively damaged in major fire. And Squid Game star convicted of sexual assault. 79-year-old actor who denied allegations says he plans to appeal against the decision. This is Richard Shotwell, and that was picture. It just says, let me see, 79-year-old actor who was charged with 2 counts of sexual harassment in 2002 had denied the allegations. The Senior branch of the district court also ordered him to attend a sexual violence attack as he left the control of the action of sexual harassment saw him dropping out of the upcoming film in South Korea, Reuters news agent has said. The star played the key role of Olna Ram in the first season of the Korean drama. He won Best Supporting Actor in Golden Globe for his role, and that's really terrible case there. Just shows you, I'm saying, that's the main news then on that. And then the business news, Thames Water lenders higher EA has stepped looms. And then the world news, I don't know if that's the same. It's just about Putin. And it's terrible when you see that. It's he's causing a bad war there, and it's not getting better. And then the Wicklow news, is there any news then on that? It just says more about Lindsay Lohan. 6 seasons nearly into Leon, Irish water doesn't ring true for those who know the real Ireland. And then Louis Walsh, I'm not a fake, I'm not an actor. A lot of people here are Louis Walsh up for celebrity Big Brother eviction over laziness. And that's then the main story then. As we go through end this podcast there today, I'd just like to wish everyone a St. Patrick's Day today. It's a good day, and I'm sure people will be going for dinners, and Dublin will be packed. They'll probably be going to different places, restaurants and all. I just thought I'd come back with a quick podcast anyway. I haven't got any guests as such. I didn't get any news back about guests anyway. So I hope you enjoy my podcast today. And as I was saying there, my show is filmed, Local Live Debate. It's filmed and just needs to be edited. And I'm not sure where it'll be going on to, but sure it'll be going up in something and marketed. And so thanks for listening, and I'll be back with another exciting podcast again. So goodbye for now.